All right, class. So for your next assignment, we are going to be designing your very own business logo. Take a look at the other document in your Teams folder for the parameters around that logo. But what this video is for is to just sort of discuss what a business logo is, how it can convey a message, and just sort of give you hints and tips on how to design your own business logo. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and why your logo is important. Your logo is a visual cornerstone of your company's brand. Your company's identity is visually expressed through its logo, which along with your company's name is one of the main things that makes your business memorable. And we're going to talk more about memorable throughout this PowerPoint here. So we're just going to start by talking about some famous logos and see their changes throughout the years. You can see that MasterCard has gone through some big changes over the years, but they also sort of stick back into their old ways with these beautiful lines and the way these two circles connect here. Really, really, really classic design for MasterCard there. Over here we have Pepsi-Cola, 1898. Can you believe that? Take a look at this text. Kind of difficult to read if you didn't really know what's going on. It's got all these weird fancy serifs over here. 1940s vintage. You can start to see their red, white, and blue sort of color combo coming in. Price is really, really important at that time, at least. And we develop all the way up into a more modern, cleaner looking logo in 2008. Totally different text. 2003, thick, bold text with a shadow. 2008, cleaner, simpler lines. A lot easier to handle there. BMWs are very interesting. They kept the very basic same shape. That circle, blue, white quarters, right? I like this one over this one personally, even though they maintained a lot of the same colors. They went with a bolder line and a bolder text. And I think it looks a little bit more goldy as well. So it looks a little bit more richy, a little more refined. 77 for me is a little busy. These extra circles here that are off center from each other sort of clutters it up to me. And I think in 2000 they sort of started to realize that when they went a little cleaner, a little classier, silver over gold, not these big bold lines around it here. Again, cleaner, simpler, more modern. Goodyear's a really interesting one with the boot and the wing. They really, really stuck with that throughout the years. And you can see here between 1950 and 1970, they've put this background on it and changed the color of the letters. That really makes this logo pop. And I don't think very much has changed to this logo since 1970, giving it a timeless, more classy kind of look. Oh, NBC, this one's crazy. I think my favorite here is the 1956 one. Very vintage, very cool. I also like the 1942 one, sort of showing you what's happening here with the microphone and the waves coming in and out of it. They sort of did the same thing here with the B and NBC and on this microphone here. So that sort of conveys to you what's happening in your business. Not sure when the peacock came into play or how the peacock came into play, but they stuck with it, and even today, 2011, they still have the peacock. They even created Peacock TV, some of you may have at home. Very, very interesting logo. You can see the adaptation of this logo throughout time and how it's changed. Look at all these colors, right? And then they sort of simplified that into a more refined, cleaner, more modern look again. Now, that doesn't mean you have to do modern stuff, but that's just sort of where the trends seem to be going throughout the years. Think about Target. They used to have their name in their logo, but then all of a sudden, their brand became so recognizable you didn't need their name. Same with Starbucks. No name required after a while. You just see this mermaid, and eventually you can just recognize that logo of Starbucks. Nike's the same thing, right? Super, super recognizable check mark there for Nike. Apple logos, right? They did that right away. They were like, no, our logo is an apple. Why would I write the word apple on there? That's crazy. But again, lots of bright colors moving forward to a cleaner, simpler, more refined design. Interesting thing about Lego here between 73 and 98 is the logo didn't really change, but what they did was they sort of zoomed in on it and cropped the top off. That's a very interesting way to do it. This becomes more versatile, and we'll talk about versatility in a little bit. And it also boldens the letters, even though they don't really change shape or size. It sort of boldens the letters and makes it pop a little bit more by cutting off all this negative space here and here. Very interesting. I do like this logo, although I think it probably looks like it belongs on the front of a pickup truck or something. So when designing your logos, I want you to keep 5 principles of design in mind. I want you to think about simplicity, memorability, timeless designs, versatility, and appropriateness. And we'll talk about these very briefly right now. Simple. Simple, easily recognizable, also allows the simplicity allows the logo to be memorable at the same time. This is the symbol for the Underground subway system in London. It has the name right on here, Underground. Very, very recognizable symbol. Not much has changed with that symbol over the years. So very simple, very clean. Memorable. Who doesn't know what this is, right? Big golden arches. Very, very cool. It's an effective logo. They have not lost the golden arches since the conception of McDonald's, and that company's been around for such a long time. Timeless. Here's this beautiful script by Coca-Cola. Again, hasn't been changed in like 10, 20, 50 years. This logo's been on the same script, same text, same writing. Whereas Pepsi in our previous slide changed their text to be cleaner and more modern, this became a traditional, more classic sort of beverage. They were looking to keep their roots when they rebranded their logo. And versatility more comes into effect about making your design in such a way to ensure that it can be scaled to any size. The logo should be able to work horizontally and vertically, so that way you can place it on various things from a business card to a poster, bus ad, the side of a bus, wrapped around a car, whatever you want your logo to do in that case. And appropriateness. It's appropriate for its intended use. This script right here is pretty childish, and that's very appropriate for a children's toy store, but it would not be appropriate for something like a law firm. Can you imagine? I need help defending myself in court. I'm going to use this guy with the backwards R. Anyway, I hope that helped, and enjoy designing your logos.